Hey guys, I'm so excited because today I'm going to be showing you my Hoya collection. It is one of my favorite genus of plants. And I just recently did a video where I showed how to take care of the Hoyas. If you guys want to see it, I'll link it above. But today I'm going to show you one by one all of my beautiful Hoya beauties and share why I like each one of them. So let's get started. Okay, we're starting with my longest one, I believe. Okay, can you see how long this is? This is my Hoya linearis. And look at that. Whoa. She has grown. I have propagated this one multiple times. And she has just grown. So what I've learned is propagating your Hoyas is great. They will grow quickly again. So this one, I love it because it's just thin and it actually has fuzzy, hairy, very thinly haired little leaves. So this one's really, really cute. I love dangling big long Hoyas. This is my Hoya Hindu rope, and this one we found it in a big box store. But what's so cool is that mostly it's green, but when we brought it home, we were able to notice it had some variegation in some of the stems with the white inside. So usually these are a little harder to come by or a little more expensive if I were to order just this one with the white variegation inside of it. So it was such a cool find, and it's been very easy to take care of it. I know there's like a name for this one. Let me see. Hoya Mauna Loa is, I think, what you guys have told me that I keep forgetting the name, is that what it's called when it has the wet variegation inside. I also have the green one. It's right over there. And that's just also with the curly leaves, but it's all green. And that one has been growing really good. I also found it in a big box store. One of my favorites, completely recommend. This one has the outside wide variegation. I got these, I think, from Etsy, and actually a local nursery too. This one was Etsy local nursery. What's cool is that when they have the outside variegation, all of a sudden it can just give you a little leaves that are completely wide or pink or burgundy. So that's pretty cool. It has been kind of slow in its growth though. This is my mystery Hoya. It was sold to me as a Hoya fungii, but it gave me the flower, and the flower was a dark purple. And according to what I researched online, normally the fungii is more of a whiter color. Correct me if I'm wrong, and if you guys know what variety this is, please let me know. This is a Hoya rotundiflora, and this one's really cool because it's like a rectangular but kind of rounded in the edges and fuzzy. So this is really, really nice, and someone sent it to me and I really appreciate it as a gift, and it's grown more and more. I think I have to give it a trellis so it can fill up with more leaves. But very cute variety. What do you think? This is the Hoya Croiana Silver, one of my favorites. I think it's so delicate, and just those silvery leaves. Has a lot of silver. It's really pretty. It has been growing pretty well for me. Very beautiful type of Hoya. If you guys can find it, I think it's a very beautiful one. This is a propagation of my Hoya Crinkle 8. And it just has those little indentations. And that's what makes it be the Crinkle 8. Because I know it can get confused with the Chelsea, but the Chelsea doesn't have as many little crinkles. And I'll show you the Chelsea next so you can compare. This is the Hoya Chelsea. And it has little indentations, but not as pronounced or as many as the Hoya Crinkle 8. And I'm going to put it side by side so you can compare it. Hoya Crinkle 8 here on my right hand, the propagation. Hoya Chelsea here on my left hand. Very similar, but different. Beautiful plants. This one's grown easily. This one's a little shameful. I am not in love with this one. This is the Hoya Carrii variegated, and she's been complicated. I would not rebuy this one. As you can, it lost a lot of leaves. It was a lot bigger when I bought it. It's taken me 2 years, and I barely have gotten a few more leaves. Some just get started and they drop off. So yeah, this is her, just in case. I've heard other people having trouble with it. If you have a lot of success with it, share some tips with us. But I treat it like all the other Hoyas, and she's not growing that much. This is my Hoya Carry Green version. And I've had this one also for about 2 years. I ordered it from Etsy, and it has given me some new hearts, but it has taken a long time. I felt like the one I got was not the healthiest. Since the moment I got it, it had a lot of brown spotting. And I've looked it up. I've treated it for fungi. There's a little spider because I had it outside. I treated it for fungi. But it's just not a very healthy one. But here we are struggling. She's still alive, but I haven't fallen in love with it. I've seen other people that have some really beautiful, healthy ones. Maybe I should have started with a healthier plant. Who knows? This is the Hoya Australis Lisa. I think the variegation is absolutely beautiful. As you can see, it has just different colors in between that green, that lime green, that yellow green, that yellow. And it almost looks like it's painted, and it's grown easily. Other than having some mealybugs here and there, like a lot of my Hoyas end up having, but you know, it has kept growing. So I can't complain about this one. I think it's a beautiful one to have. This is my Hoya Obobata Splash. And it's gotten bigger. I got this from Etsy. It was not that big, and it's grown more and more. I just pulled it out from where I had it, and I saw how it's grown this big long shoot, and I have to put it on this trellis better because I had not really taken it out from the shelf in a bit. It has some new leaves, cute little leaves there growing in, so it should start getting more full, the leaves growing a little more and more. It's dehydrated, needs water. This is the leaf that I was earlier trying to find out that a Hoya that I touched the thin leaves it had, that it needs water. It definitely needs water. But yeah, this one's it's not a problem maker. So I'm really happy with this one with brown leaves and splashiness. I really, really like this one. This is my crazy Hoya Macrophilia variegated. And it's crazy because it's grown these really, really long tendrils. And it doesn't want to give it leaves, but look, it has like as if it was going to give me flowers, and I got very excited. Those are like peduncles, but it never really flowered, so hopefully it'll make it next time it tries. When I saw that, I was a little happier with it. I think the leaves are absolutely beautiful. I love the shape of this Hoya. You can see the veining, the white edges with a little bit of pink. I've seen some that are really big and beautiful. Like I said, this one I got in Etsy, so it was small cutting, and I've had it for about 2 years. Maybe I should repot it now, give it new soil, maybe I'll give it a new life. It's lacking something, so I think I might have to want to do something like that. But it's a really pretty one. If you find a good starter plant or your first plant, if you find it a little healthier, I think you're gonna really love it. But it's pretty good. Really pretty cool Hoya. This is my Hoya Calistophilia. I got it sent to me from Indonesia, so I'm growing some more roots on it, but I'm gonna transfer it and plant it, I think, in sphagnum pretty soon. Very beautiful veining. Hoya lacunosa. This has been maybe the fastest growing Hoya, and it's the splash kind, so it's beautiful, but no flowers yet. Check out this one, Hoya pachiclata, and it can get some sun stressing. Mine doesn't have too much. Sometimes it has a little more than other times. I have 2 of them. Maybe I picked up the one that has less, but it's really cool. Has a little bit of little soft leaves or a little fussiness. No flowers. Actually, it did flower for me. Yay, I remember now. But I have it on this cool trellis. This is my Hoya cortesii. It's one of them. I have 2. But this is a beautiful plant. I think it's been happy with me. It has look at the delicate shape of the leaves and the splashiness. And here is my second one right there. Got 2 of them, so pretty. Hoya Philinsonii, fishtail Hoya, thing that got a little burnt. Beautiful. I started propagating it too. I have some other little cuttings from this one. I love the shape. Hoya Bella, and she is dehydrated. This one needs more water than my other Hoya, so I'm just learning to not forget about it. So she can be happier. But I think she's really cute. What do you think? Check out this Hoya Sunrise. It's absolutely makes me happy because she's growing. It was a little small cutting. She was kind of dying, and she's making it. This is a Target little pot. It's so cute. And I need to give her more sun so she can get that stressing that we know of the Hoya Sunrise. Right now, I'm just happy that she's growing. This is my Hoya DS70, or Bertunii also known. Look, one side is green and long and beautiful, and the other side has that sun stressing. And yes, she's flowering, and I love this one. If you ever find it, especially for a low price in a big box store, I completely recommend it. She's a beauty, and she keeps flowering for me. This is my Hoya Moreira. The leaves are like this, kind of like the Lacunosa, but smaller. And she's living her best life. She's growing. And I want to say she did flower for me already. You can see there where the flower was at. She sits by my window here where I wash dishes. This is one of my favorites, my Hoya Philosonii. I propagated this one. She has flowered for me. Look at that veining, very beautiful. Oops. This one had no name when I bought it, but I think it's a type of Hoya Lacunosa. What do you guys think? It doesn't have any splash. It reminds me of the Croniana, but it's a little different. So I think it's a Lacunosa type. Coming to my plant wall, I do have a Hoya also that is a type of Lacunosa, but not exactly like the other two I've shown you previously. Just a little bit different. If I put this one side by side to the other one I just showed you, you would see the difference. But yeah, very cool. I love the shiny leaves, small leaves. I love it. Well, I also have the Hoya Retusa. She has grown. She's wild and crazy and different. And that's, you know, a difference of texture here on this plant wall. I'm really enjoying it. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I do love it. Very pretty. This is my Hoya Crimson Princess. I actually took her outside because she had some mealybugs and I was treating her. So I just brought her in to show you in the video. Absolutely huge leaves. Look at that leaf. It's absolutely beautiful. Got this in a big box store. I've had this one for maybe a couple of years. Really pretty plant. She has not flowered for me though. None of my princesses have flowered. I don't know why. This is the Hoya Crimson Queen. The queen, maybe you've seen her in another video where I talked about how I got her to flower. I've moved her from my upstairs bathroom. And look at these beautiful leaves. Oh, love it. I love the pink stems or trellises. I'm not sure how you call it. Look at that. But look at that color variegation. This has been a great plant. Look at that. It gives you pink. And she usually flowers very well for me until I moved her from location. I just put her in another location where she can get morning light because that's what she was getting to make her flower. So I would recommend morning light for them, in my experience, to make them flower. Beautiful plant. One of my favorites. That's it, guys. That was my Hoya plant collection. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of work, but I brought it for you guys so you guys could enjoy learning more about Hoyas. Don't forget to subscribe. There'll be a lot more plant content coming up. I'll teach you a lot more about how I'm taking care of my over 200 houseplants. Thank you for your kind support. Have a great day. Until the next video. Bye.